Hey everybody, it's Dr. Eric Balkavage. We're back for another edition of Thyroid Thursday, and today I'm talking about the biggest thyroid myth that's keeping you stuck on medications, stuck in what I call thyroid purgatory. Not, you feel better than you did before medication, but you still don't feel well. Stuck with your weight, stuck with your poor energy, stuck with poor hormone regulation that requires you to take a bunch of bioidentical hormones, stuck with high blood pressure, stuck with high cholesterol that require you to take medication. Here's the biggest myth. The big myth is that your thyroid physiology and your immune system are broken, right? That you woke up one day and your immune system stopped recognizing your thyroid gland. Or you woke up one day and your body forgot how to convert T4 to T3. None of that's really true. The things that you're going to hear about and you're going to be told are that fit in with this myth is that your thyroid gland can no longer produce enough thyroid hormone. And physicians believe this. And one of the reasons I think they believe it is because they're always suppressing TSH. So if you always suppress TSH with medication, whether it's T4, Armor, NP thyroid, T4 and T3 combo, or T3 only, if T3 is always suppressed, then the TSH is going to be low and there's not enough drive of your TSH to drive your thyroid gland to make more thyroid hormone. So if you're always suppressing somebody's TSH under 2, under 1, then of course you're not going to be able to recover your thyroid physiology because you're keeping TSH so low to a point that it's not going to bring nutrients in to make more thyroid hormone. There's no drive, there's no demand. And so in time, the treatment actually contributes to the atrophy, and the treatment is the thing that keeps you stuck in this need for medication. The second big thing that you'll hear regarding thyroid physiology is that your immune system is out of control, that your immune system woke up one day and just started destroying your gland and for no apparent reason, or because of molecular mimicry. That, okay, you're eating gluten, and because your body started to decide all of a sudden that it doesn't like gluten, that it also is going to say, wow, that gluten looks so much like your thyroid, we're just going to destroy the thyroid gland. A lot of people believe that. I really don't think that's the primary cause, because I see people recover their thyroid gland function all the time. When we reduce their thyroid medication dose and let TSH go up and to drive the root causes of their hypothyroidism, the thyroid gland can start to recover. When we identify what's causing the immune system to be upregulated, chronic physical stress, chronic emotional stress, chronic infections, food reactivity, food intolerance, dysbiosis in the bowel, and we address those things, all of a sudden the immune system reduces the damage and attack on the thyroid gland. And the thyroid gland can actually start to recover. And not only does it start to recover, but you can actually convert T4 to T3 better. And that goes into the last piece of this myth that people will tell you, and this is a conversation that's probably told more in integrative and functional medicine space than it is in allopathic medicine, and that is that your body can't convert T4 to T3 anymore at a sufficient level. And that this is why people on T4 only medication feel good, is because their body is not able to convert T4 to T3 because it's stuck converting it to reverse T3. And it's not true that the body forgot how to do it. Your body can do it, okay? But what causes somebody to have reduced T4 to T3 conversion is the stress on their physiology. Your cells, your tissues have the ability to self-regulate their metabolism. So when they're perceiving stress or danger, the reduced conversion of T4 to T3 is an adaptive response. It's not broken physiology. And so if we address the stressors that are causing that chronic danger response, guess what happens? They start to convert T4 to T3 better on their own. They don't need T3 to raise their T3 levels. Matter of fact, giving somebody T3 when they're already not converting T4 to T3 to high level adaptively, giving them more T3 can temporarily change some symptoms, but oftentimes what it does is it just supersaturates the pituitary gland, it suppresses their TSH, and it contributes to this stuck model of needing more and more medication. So this is the big myth. What I want you to take forward and think about is not that your immune system is broken and out of control, not that your thyroid gland is broken and out of control, not that your cells have forgotten how to convert T4 to T3 and they only know how to convert T4 to reverse T3. That is not what I want you to be thinking about. Instead, I want you to think this way. I want you to think that your thyroid physiology is trying to protect you. It's not broken, it's adapting. What's creating the danger physiology in your cells and tissues? Is it your relationships? Is it your poor sleep habits? Is it your poor lifestyle habits, your diet, your nutrition, the alcohol? Is it all the medications you're taking that are creating dysbiosis and inflammatory mechanisms in your bowel? What's contributing to your excessive stress load that's keeping you stuck in danger physiology? You start to identify and address that, guess what happens? The immune system calms down. The thyroid gland can recover. You can convert T4 to T3. You need less medication and you can actually start to recover. So that's what you need to focus on. Body's not broken. It's adapting to some type of cell stress or danger physiology. And if you put more time and attention into addressing your load, what's creating your danger response, you're going to have far more success than spending all of this time with lots of different practitioners trying to optimize a TSH or trying to optimize a T3 or a free T3 or a reverse T3 or your sex hormones. Focus on what's contributing to your excessive stress load. If you need thyroid medication, and some people do, we want to make sure that the primary thing from my perspective is to make sure there's enough T4 available in the system. If there's enough T4 in the system, looking at your blood panel, your total T4 and your free T4, if there's enough T4 in the system, and we're still seeing that it's not converting at a high rate to T3, instead it's converting at a higher rate to reverse T3, that doesn't need to be fixed with T3. That's your physiology telling you there's a problem. There's inflammatory mechanisms. There's cell danger physiology. So make sure that if you get diagnosed with hypothyroidism and you don't have enough T4 and free T4, that you get that into an appropriate range. TSH may still not be into somebody's optimal range, but we should focus on making sure there's enough total and free T3. And if there's reduced levels of T3 and free T3 and increased levels of reverse T3, that's your clue that your body's trying to protect you. It's trying to adaptively downregulate the metabolism, and that's what you need to focus on. What's contributing to your cell stress response? You address that, you start to feel recovered from thyroid physiology and not a slave to thyroid medications and not stuck in thyroid purgatory. If you need some help, you can always reach out to me at my website and schedule a complimentary discovery call. And if you want to work on trying figuring out what's contributing to your excessive stress load, we put together the Thyroid Recovery Blueprint, which looks at the 18 fitness factors that need to be evaluated to determine what's contributing to the excessive stress load. These are things you can do at home. There's a questionnaire for each one of the individual fitness factors. You can do a questionnaire for each fitness factor, and then there's strategies in this Thyroid Recovery Blueprint to actually improve your level of health and fitness in each of these categories. So if you need that, DM me Blueprint and my team will send you the link to the Thyroid Recovery Blueprint. It's also available on my website, drericbalcavage.com.